Hello, users of the internet, and welcome to my channel. I don't know if you can tell already, but tonight, I am shook. I was about to take off my makeup and go to bed when something unsettling struck me. You may be aware that yesterday was the 2018 Emmy Awards. If you were alive in the early 2000s, you will indeed be familiar with iconic teen TV show and movie star Hilary Duff. Her work is beyond impeccable, and her legacy, well, it goes without saying. But now, after an intense investigation into this year's 2018 Emmy Award winners, I am even more profoundly aware of how far her impact is felt. I know what you're thinking. How could Queen of the Screen and dominator of the music scene Hilary Duff possibly be connected to this year's Emmy wins? The question I now pose to you is, how could she not? At this year's ceremony, one of the early winners was Alex Borstein, who received a Best Supporting Actress Emmy for her work in The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. But the first thing I noticed as soon as she stepped onto that stage? The fact that she played Miss Undermeyer in the 2003 classic The Lizzie McGuire movie, starring, you guessed it, Hilary Duff. Another winner of the night was Regina King, who received the award for Best Leading Actress in a Limited Series or Movie for her work in 7 Seconds. And what role is Regina most famous for in my eyes? The part of Rhonda, the fairy godmother figure in the 2004 bop A Cinderella Story, starring Miss Hilary Duff. And yes, her middle name is Erhard because I just googled it. I would say the evidence is already significantly damning. This is only the beginning. As I mentioned previously, Darren Criss did win for his role in American Crime Story: The Assassination of Gianni Versace, as did the show American Crime Story: The Assassination of Gianni Versace. How on earth are Darren and Ryan and Hilary all connected? Based on a few Google images, it seems that Hilary is good pals with Glee star Lea Michele, who is not only a Ryan Murphy favorite, but is also currently touring the world with none other than Darren Criss. Connection? Confirmed. Jeff Daniels was also an Emmy winner last night, and so was his show Godless. And while the link between him and Miss Duff is not immediately clear, upon some light internet investigation, the web begins to weave itself. Hilary Duff is currently starring in the TV show Younger, alongside Broadway alum Southern Foster, who appeared in the same Late Night with Seth Meyers episode with none other than Jeff Daniels. Game of Thrones won Best Drama last night, and while you're thinking, how can Hilary Duff possibly be connected to this fantasy period British drama? Well, my friends, Game of Thrones stars none other than Sophie Turner. What I do know about Sophie Turner is that she's currently engaged to Jonas' brother, Joe Jonas, who, apart from also being a Disney Channel star, was once seen leaving her home, according to a 2010 Just Jared article. Saturday Night Live also won an Emmy tonight, and while Hilary Duff herself has never been an SNL host, her notorious early 2000s enemy and rival Lindsay Lohan was. And in 2004, when she hosted, she did a skit parodying none other than Hilary Duff.
Oh, cute is so yesterday.
Bill Hader, writer and star of Barry, won an Emmy tonight, and so did Henry Winkler for his performance in the same show. While the connection between Hader and Miss Duff is not initially apparent, upon some minor investigation, it is truly staggering. As we all know, Hilary guest starred in season 3 of Gossip Girl as celebrity Olivia Burke, a show that Gossip Girl fans will know stars none other than Leighton Meester. Leighton is now married to Adam Brody, star of The OC, which also featured Rachel Bilson. This is where the insane part comes in. Rachel Bilson also starred alongside Bill Hader in the 2014 film The To-Do List. Mind blown. After all of the evidence that I have laid out before you today, I could say that there may be a connection between Hilary Duff and the 2018 Emmy Award wins, but there are no ifs or buts about it. And I have 2 possible answers for you. Number 1, the Emmy board are massive Hilary stans and have handpicked her co-stars and anyone connected to her to be this year's winners, highlighting that the entire Academy is corrupt. It's chilling to think about. But the second potential answer is that Hilary Duff's character in the 1998 bop Casper Meets Wendy was not fictional, and that she's actually a witch, and she used her powers to help out a couple of her castmates and friends at this year's Emmys. And that's all I have for you. If you agree with me, then please like, please subscribe, and if you don't, then you're just a cog in the machine who's blind to what's right in front of you. And I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.